Hello traders and welcome at this Bitcoin technical and fundamental analysis. In today's video we will go over ETF analysis, and this is from fundamental points of view. We'll be starting from this point here, how I was preparing the group for the upside moves. I was not focusing on shorts, I was focusing on longs until we reach the point of ETF announcement. Okay, I'll be showing you all that. I think it's super important because every asset in the world is driven by the narrative. Of course, you have technical analysis. Yes, this is creating like 20-30% of trading. Then you have the order flow, which is like 60% of trading, or I would say remaining part of the trading is order flow. We have multiple tools for that. But why price is moving to the upside and to the downside is also driven by the fundamentals itself. There must be reason the price is moving. Okay, so we'll be discussing this ETF, and I think it's super important because you can take this knowledge into other asset. What other asset? Maybe Ethereum. Yeah, because Ethereum potential feeling for the ETF on Ethereum is coming. Yeah, so you can utilize this. And I will be also showing you most of the time I was right. And as a leader in the group, as a main teacher in the group, I have to be right. I want to be right because I feel responsibility for other people. When I share my views, I want to be right. Yeah, it's my homework to be most of the time right and guide our traders in their trade setups. We are not, signal groups. We are far better because every single day I'm sharing my views from current data on the marketplace. That's far more valuable. Okay, so first segment of the video, we will focus on the ETF, how we get where we are. Second segment of the video will be focusing on how we push to the upside and how we were shorting the market at the top, because this was prepared trade area. By the way, you can go back just one video and you will see how I was preparing in that video, because I was doing 2024 charting for the Bitcoin. I was preparing for myself the main, I said in the video, main day trade and swing trade short area. No matter the news, the area was there, okay? And technical analysis won over the hype. We will be going over that. The third segment of the video, we will go over Friday trading. The Friday trading consists from the, mainly drop on the Bitcoin price. How we traded some supports, some counter trade scalps, how I was managing my short, I was adding, and so on. The final part of the video, we will be turning on my technical analysis folders on the Bitcoin from multiple time frames. We can have a look on Bitcoin from medium to high time frame view. What we can expect from Bitcoin from next from the weeks to months perspective. Yes. So you also have the prepared plan, because your plan must be in your mind. You must be ready. If someone wakes you up at 3 a.m. and the big volatility is on Bitcoin, you need to be ready. You need to be ready what to do. Okay, that's your job. Okay, so let's start with the ETF. Let's go back. So you need to focus on this segment here. This was the fake ETF news pumps. In the news, there was like a BlackRock is filling application, but then it was cancelled. So that was just fake, but in the end, later it was confirmed. Okay, so that was already big fundamental thing, because BlackRock, there is 99% chance when they fill for something, it's gonna be approved. So when BlackRock touches something, it's almost certainty, we can say. So from that moment, the market changed up correct like nothing else. People started buying in anticipation of the ETF. Like when such products are coming to the market, you need to build inventory, and that alone is creating pushing pressure, and also market itself is front running the big guys who need that inventory with the pushing price further. So yeah, this was the decisive moment to focus on the longs. I prepared myself because we have hundreds and hundreds posts from me in the group. I prepared myself so I don't forget anything, and I will be going over some posts. Yes, so Discord very helpful for that. It's keeping all the history. So ETF. So we have first post over here. This is the post from 23rd of October, and I was saying, more importantly, Bitcoin is pricing in ETF. BlackRock got turned down only once in history. Yeah, that's what I was mentioning. So there is 98% chance they will get it. Also, altcoins are rising too. Money are flooding in for now. These are also times when when serious money are made on the swing trade and hodl accounts for Bitcoin, ETF, and now Ethereum and altcoins. So yeah, I was also enjoying not only as a trader, but I was I am still like I was hodling a lot of stuff. Yeah, so I was utilizing this knowledge not just on Bitcoin, everything we can say. Let's go further. So this is also a pretty old post. We can say it's almost 2 months. It's over 2 months now. So someone was asking about ETF, and I said not probably. This main reason you can search. I was actually recommending to search keyword ETF so the member can find stuff. And I was saying ETF entities are also buying Bitcoin inventory for their ETF launch, so they have decent liquidity. It's also good to be aware once ETF is officially announced, we might get the sell the news event after initial spike. So this is post from 2 months back. I'm already preparing and visualizing. It can be in the end event where we sell the news. We are buying the rumors and sell the fact. This is happening on many assets in the world. So yeah, just wanted to show you that. Let's go. Yes, you maybe saw this post in my previous videos when I was more active in the 2023. Each time we've created, by the way, the range before we were like leading into the major moving to the upside, we were creating the largest absorptions ever Bitcoin saw. So a lot of people were actually selling Bitcoin when it started pumping from, breaking 30K and moving beyond. They didn't understand what's going on with ETF. And look at that, yeah, we had such a massive selling, like 800 million negative delta on spot, and this was actually repeating each time. So this is from where is that from? This is from 1st of November. You can check down in our delta templates, and each time we found a range we were selling heavily and then heavy absorptions. You can actually open the template so we can have a look what happened after that. We need this one. We can go to 1 hour time frame, zooming out. Yes, it's so visible. This was the pump. Yes. You can see as we are actually increasing, the spot market continues to sell, and only like very little pressure from the spot market is needed to actually push price heavily. Even on this push here, this was led more by the perpetuals as well, not as much anticipation from the spot markets, and this is also showing you how much actually were these absorptions. Yeah, so it's very simple. Of course you can have some data, but now, so we are now standing at minus 5.84 billion, and when we go to this point it's at 3.2. I mean, it's like 476, so it just moved because it was history. So 6.73 until 460. So it's like over 2 billion selling pressure, okay? And we are still uptrending. That's pretty crazy. By the way, this is just important information. When you actually move below 37,500, is very likely you have some consecutive higher highs and high lows here, but it's all about higher highs because you have liquidity below them. If you lose this, all these lows, there is very likely will move to 32K. Yes, and then finals bounce is simple reason because leverage was extremely heavily involved in this region, so they will be very likely closing their positions, their leveraged longs. Some of them of course took profit as we uptrend, but for many this move, like they longed heavily here. Look here from 38,300 to 44,500, very heavy longs on leverage. Now the market didn't move as much, like you had some take profit one if you're doing like some larger time frame swing trade, but many people could be still holding here. Doesn't matter if open interest is increasing, decreasing, some of them still can hold, and yes, this will further cascade prices if you trap this impulse from this region, so be careful about that. So yeah, it's just a side note. But overall, you can see massive absorptions, and the final move here was created by big spot moves. But this is like FOMO, so we're absorbing people. Let's go further on. This is the post. Now we are getting closer to the announcement. I think I made similar post way back, maybe just 2 weeks or 3 weeks back from this, but I found this one as an example. I was giving clear view how I anticipate what's gonna happen. So I said, I would say there is now over 90% chance we will pump heavily on the ETF announcement from retail and immediate FOMO, which kicks in, and there can be fast money earned on the official ETF announcement. But I also think in the end we will reverse, as market had months to price in ETF, and big players will use retail FOMO to fill juicy shorts. By the way, that's what happened, because order books both on spot and on the perpetuals, we filled very big shorts. So yeah, you see how it works. You had weeks or months to enjoy your longs, to load to your longs. Order books were cooperating with you, but at the top, when you announce it, uneducated people are getting into massive longs, but smart capital was absorbing them. Yes, and I will be showing you that in the later parts of the video, how it happened. Buy the rumor, sell the event or fact. This is, by the way, in traditional finance, very, very common event on stock market, on the stocks, when something is getting priced in for a long time, and when the day comes, then you start to get pullback. It doesn't have to be first day, but it can happen in like 2-3 days. This is what happens in the traditional world. Also, before you open ETF, you need inventory. So once it's getting launched, you know they are done with buying inventory for it. And then it will be more important to track how are ETFs doing after launch. I said that as well because I wanted to know, and actually they performed pretty badly. So that's why you're also getting the sell-off. Yes. So after ETF, you need to focus on other stuff because your narrative was stopped. Okay, for that. Okay. Let's go further. This was actually 8th of January. We had some nice pullbacks, but I was saying it's best to focus on long opportunities instead of shorts as we head into the ETF. So some people were shorting because volatility was crazy, but I still like more exposure for me was in the longs, as until the ETF official announcement you could make a lot of money. So 8th of January I said that. We can see that on a smaller time frame, 30-minute time frame. 8th of January, where are you? 8th of January over here. So I said that 8th of January we will focus on longs, and all the pullbacks were bought into our supports, push up, big profits made, also from the short-term perspective. So you see how ETF narrative was, so useful for us for all time frames, not just these big time frames. Member counter argument, people like to conspire. Let me check first. Yes, I just want to show you an example. Some people like conspiracies in the world. The trader was telling me he's not like, they are trying to scam people, they are trying to long people. And I said odds for ETF approval are 87%, so you are in the 13% camp. This is just example. Your information circles around you must be really good. Don't believe some conspiracies, especially with trader. You must be based on data. So betting markets were pricing an 87% chance for Bitcoin. So betting markets are usually pretty much right. So we can trust them. Plus, there were a lot of signs. You will see them over here. There are certain legal steps preceding ETF, and most of them happen. So yeah, I just said, remember why I see ETF like almost like a certainty, because some people were still doubting it. Yes. Let's go over here. So this was more closer to the announcement, my plan of action. So I said, be ready traders for one more pump on the official announcement. We will judge based on the reaction. 40k still massive resistance as order books repopulated limits wall there. There is also dark scenario. This didn't happen. ETF approval should still give us larger pullback, but more controlled one. Then we will focus where to buy the dip if we start to see key signs of weakness. As ETF inflows will stabilize market in the end when smart money rotate out of less efficient instrument as GBTC. I was posting because Forex Live is a really good source of knowledge for me on the fundamentals as well. This is more of a fundamental talk. So because GBTC is one of the largest funds holding bitcoins, I think it's like close to 600,000 bitcoins. It was not ETF until this point when the ETF was approved. It's very old fund, and you couldn't redeem yourself out of the fund when you got in. So now people finally had a chance to actually escape and book profits from GBTC. There was also a large premium in the past, like it was trading 50% discounted to the Bitcoin. And that causes a lot of speculators to actually buying in, and now they actually made a lot more profit than Bitcoin, like it when it was pumping, because it outperformed. Yeah, when it was in the discount. Now discount is pretty much closed. It's just 7%. So these people, when the GBTC fund converted to the ETF, they had chance to book profits, and they are also creating very large additional selling pressure on the market. Like, there are some inflows into the ETFs, but the GBTC is selling like heavy outflows, and it's also the fee on GBTC is 1.5%, right? And other ETF funds have like 0.3%, much more competitive, much more cheap. And I think these people selling, so speculators also selling, and they are moving slowly into the other ETFs, so they just book profit, and they will be waiting on sidelines until we stabilize. So yeah, this was a big factor I was mentioning over here. So what happened on the chart? We had, this was it, 50-minute time frame. So yeah, this is big fail. If you watch crypto, of course you heard about it. This was the fake pump on the Bitcoin. The SEC actually failed their Twitter. Someone hacked it and posted they approved ETFs, and this was actually the reaction. I was leading you, and I was reading you my prepared plan of action and what I see from the Bitcoin to happen after ETF announcement. That's what happened. So pump from the FOMO people, pump from the speculators, fast money, and then we are getting massive strong rejection also after they found out the tweet was wrong. But such a move already, look at the volume. Yeah, this is crazy. The volume not small, yeah. So volume pretty big, and I think it's already weakened the move to the after ETF announcement. Like after he was the official announcement, it already took like a lot of gunpowder from the traders when this happened. Yes, and a lot of people actually. I was also considering after such tweet is almost certainty. So the ETF is gonna be approved, and it actually made the reaction much smaller. Okay, so we wasted the gunpowder. The element of surprise is everything, and you just lost it here. Okay, so this was major bad thing. Okay, so in the end we've got yes, we will be going over that. So as I said, that there is less to pricing for the market. It's like it was less violent. Okay. So the ETF announcement actually went to sleep, and the ETF announcement finally got cleared. When I go to chart, yes, this was the announcements here, a lot of job here. I was in short from here. This was our prepared trade setup. You can show you over here. $48,000. You know why? Because 48K, if I search 48K over here, you will see a lot of times I was mentioning 48,000 to be. So 48. We need to go closer. I was preparing traders. 48,000 is massive order books resistance. This actually gave us the first short. We've got this pump, yes, into 48,000, but the resistance over there in the order books was really strong. And actually, when we go to our main tools, let's have a look on spot markets, 50-minute time frame Binance, like that. Very heavy defense of the 48,000. So you also had not only technical analysis here, but you had the order books on your side, and same way from the leverage. I think leverage was even a much like bigger there. 48,000. Yes, heavily defended as well. And after we've got the rejection, I was in a short already. I went to sleep, so we've got the ETF announcement, and I didn't get the alert because I would expect actually we take out the high where I'm short on the ETF announcement alone, yes, but we had very heavy spot and perpetuals, heavy order books here, so there was not enough power to breach, and I was waking up into, look at here, somewhere here I was waking up, so I still woke up, not stopped out on my 2 shorts, yes, so it was fantastic. And the post, let's return to the main post now. So I said now my fundamental analysis of the event played out well. I had alerts beyond 48k, so I would mean it was stopping me out on 2 shots, but alert woke me up. Next few days, market will be carefully watching how much inflows we get into the ETFs in terms of AUM, as we expected a lot of gunpowder to push how violently was used already on the first fake ETF tweet. So you see, I'm like sealing the ETF like that. Let's go further. ETF is out. We need this one as well. Okay. So this actually, so you see, we didn't take 48,000. Okay, and now we are dropping. Market is like dropping heavily. This is post-trading reaction we were expecting. Yes, when you pump on the ETF official one, it happened controlled way and more slow way. But in the end, you lost the gains. But on the pullback, because this was look at here, this was very impulsive move. Our traders know that very well. Not much support in these moves. You actually revisited solid support here. You revisited point of control with the high volume node, main golden zone, and very like juicy thing, trap traders. You've got a lot of trap shots previously from here. This is one of the cleanest form of support and resistance you can learn from the order flow basis. So you had enough confluence. The bounce itself was not so large, like there was no big volume drop. We call it exhaustive price action when a lot of parameters getting met, like volume delta, liquidations, all of them are getting met. This is the time when you have the highest chance to win the trade. So the reaction was pretty mild, but enough for the scalp at least. Yes, and your leverage was not higher because you take a bit higher leverage on EPA trades because there are more probability. If you want to learn EPA, this is the latest modules, and this is game changing for you if you start to learn and understand this, and you can employ it into your trading strategy. So I was getting positioned into the long. You see what happened after that. Let's go to chart. We go to smaller time frame. Actually, that scalp long become more of a day trade because it was the, look here. This was the point. Look here, we managed to pump up, but also I think we were discussing this with the traders in the group. These highs close together, they carry massive liquidity and easy liquidity to grab. So that's also what happened. So let's go back to my folder. Oh, I need to go here, and there is one more critical post. Yes, and this is now. You can have technical analysis and order flow, but I was reading on informational sources. There is a lot of talk. ETF market makers still need to buy big chunks of Bitcoin today. So will be interesting to watch how this play out. It can be supportive for the price. Around 4 billion today is needed, which is significant. So I'm getting long. And I'm also reading that information there is possible demand for the ETFs because they have like of inventory. So I'm definitely keeping my trades to go to its trajectory, and I'm not looking for shorts. I don't want to short such flows. And you can see on price, when you find out such news, it's so valuable, because you had almost no pullback. Yeah, market was trapping people who were trying to short for continuation. That simple message saved our traders a lot of money to not look for shorts, because that information was really nice. And now once you start these highs, once you start to take out these highs, we were running for liquidity. We'll be discussing that very, very soon. Now, So we were actually pushing up, yes. So some people were shorting this as we expected from Bitcoin, and now we are finally pushing up, taking these highs, taking the liquidity from these highs, and I'm getting position into the short. So how I actually got short at this stop? Let's have a look. So first of all, from technical analysis perspective, we are hitting very big resistance at these regions. Now, we've reached monthly naked point of control, and if you were trying to short just that single point, you could be stopped out, because you need to be aware this is not just a single line in the sand. This is viewed as a much wider area. Why much wider area? It can be visible in this post. Actually, I got it prepared here, so I will not be looking for that. This is the post I was making on the 8th of January, and in anticipation of the ETF and possible high time frame reversal. I said if we get to see large move to the upside on the ETF announcement, 48,110 is key high time frame high, as if taken out, we will change market structure on the multi-time frame year, and it is necessary step for the true bull market confirmation. But I'm still interested to look for high time frame swing failure pattern trade out of secondary high volume node for healthy structure and continuation. Also, I have alerts on 50-minute point of control, composite POC at 47,333 for easy scalp. By the way, this trade gave us like 5%. If I go to here, yes, I have a lot of stuff on these charts, but this is how it is on this type of chart. 50-minute point of control, boom down, massive move. So that this is like freebie trade for our traders to watch that and what I want to trade. But the main idea was over here. Look at that. This is high time frame chart. So you are doing high time frame moves. You need to be aware of high time frame, setups. So this was the idea. Take out major swing failure pattern into the high volume node. Yes, this is like crazy, very old high volume node. Because this one was already this region was already traded before, so it's not so strong, can be taken out easily, and this high as well. People who were shorting here, goodbye. But this one still can act. And what happened? Let's have a look on chart. Now we will turn on same setup view. High time frame. Let's go to 1 day time frame. Like that. We can actually copy major swing failure. Where are you? I should have you here. Yes, like that. So you see what happened? We went for the major swing failure pattern, and we hit the high volume node and started rejection, like very strong rejection. And now when we go to the post, and here I just want to show you. So you hit the high volume node, and more precisely you hit also daily naked point of control with session naked one. So you had also like day trade confluence as well from these regions. Okay, you also closed DVAP, so this was an inefficiency close, but you had very precise point to enter. For me, it was as a scalp, first entry as a scalp. Okay, and then later it became day trade when I saw signs of weakness. Let's go back. So we discussed this one. Oh yeah, I was as the trade was developing, as we hit orderbooks resistance and so on, I said I will try to keep this day trade as a day trade with potential to be swing, as it is area I was preparing you and myself for a long time. Okay, as again you can go back into the previous video I made, and there I was charting that area like live in the video, and I said this is main area for day trade and short. Yes. So have a look at that. Okay, we discussed this. Now this was the post once we started like falling more heavily. This is second time sell the news event. Like Twitter was super euphoric. I was watching, everybody was euphoric. We go to 50k and plus. Whole world was really euphoric because we are breaking high. And on big inflows, day one, ETF and large reversal in progress instead. Added to my short, lowering myself by 500, but almost 70% larger exposure. So once I'm getting into the short pretty like very close to the high, market is falling down in the downtrend structure. I'm adding to my trade. It's widening my stop loss, yes, but it's getting me much more exposure to the downside. I take that risk because it's when you get signs of weakness, then I really like to do that. Why not? Why I can't have wider stop loss? I already booked some profit and I'm increasing exposure. That's the way you should play that. Yes. And we will be now focusing what happened since that event. Let's have a look. Oh, yes, and we can discuss. We go to 1 minute time frame on the order books as well. Open interest. We need all these goodies so you understand the setup. Let's return back. Refresh. Zooming out. Like that. We need to go like that. Yep. So this was we were taking these highs. We are taking liquidity. I can show you liquidity right now as well. These setups are really fantastic. We go here. We zoom in. We need to see. So we are going sideways here. You can see market was building fantastic liquidity. Now the liquidity node was taken. If you would continue uptrend structure, the market is showing you there is huge underlying spot demand in the market, but it didn't happen. Actually, you took the liquidity and you started reversing. What is it telling you? It is telling you market purpose to push to the upside was actually to stop out all these people in this range, feel shorts on their pain, and move to the downside. So these liquidity nodes are also giving you so much information. Now open interest, look at that, heavy push. We are pushing up with the leverage. There was spot demand, of course, but also leverage, very, very vulnerable. When you trap them, you have big problem, okay? Look at that. And especially like in the last part of the move, the highest open interest increase. Look at that, from 157,000 to 169. So that's 10,000 Bitcoin added just at the top. As soon as you start to trapping them, they are your order flow resistance. When you go retest them, they will give you another short, very likely. Or you will not even get retesting to them, which happened, and it was like the most bearish thing you could do because these people will act as a fuel to the downside. Now, and 10,000 Bitcoins, by the way, with current market cap was like, it's 47,000 per Bitcoin average. So 470 million long increase on the Tether market pairs. That's no joke, yeah. So you've got huge trap liquidity. So when I was getting short, I was happy. I was really happy because I know I have fuel to the downside. We can go into our template, which is showing you trap traders more precisely so you can see them better. We can actually outstretch this a bit so you see they were acting, can go even like that. So you know your maximum, like the majority of trap traders are over here in this node, but market was already rejecting. Even as you started, like you trap them. That's the most bearish thing you can do, by the way. You have people with the open interest increasing, they are getting trapped after reversal. Market goes for pullback. You look to add to your short or for new short, and you are now watching these nodes. Yes, you are watching the first node, and it's already reacting. So market didn't even have enough power to go to higher nodes and for your other short. So very, very bearish setup in terms like that. And you see in the order books, when we zoom out and we return back a bit, this is actually what caused the largest open interest increase here, because very large traders were protecting 48,000 highs, and many people needed to long to breach these areas. So this is the major major point where large trader smart capital shorted, and retail and other people who were like going crazy for the ETF play, they got trapped mainly here. Yeah, so when you go to retails, it's can be defended. Yeah, it's still a lot of trap people. So you always need to think like that, because these clever capital filled positions, yes, now we are moving massively to the downside, so it's very likely they took more profits from their positions. So who you got left from this area? Who you got left? These trap longs. So when you go to retest, it's very likely gonna be rejection, even in the future, few days, few weeks, few months from now. Okay. So what they were feeling, and spot market is not so important for the leverage, but can still have a look. I think we've had also decent. Oh yes. They were in the same area, like orchestrated spot, and okay. But yeah, a lot of spot limits were filled as well. Over 1,000 bitcoins as well. So that's significant. That's significant. Let's go further to my folder. Let's go over here. So you see, once we got the rejection, I'm happily in short. I'm already giving targets to our group. I said, this is max pain scenario if you want to stop out and liquidate people longing in our multi-day range, plus those who got trapped in the ETF FOMO. I made balance zone pool out of fake ETF high and low, as it defined our range after really well. This was the pool. I can show you this pool live. See, this is still in the chart, so let's go 5-minute chart. We'll be zooming out. Extremely high volumes, you see, so I needed extensions out of this, of course, and it also defined our range well, because yeah, you see market after that. Originally, market structure resistance here, market structure support, so you definitely needed a pull for that. Here is the pull, here is the target area. So we are losing, market continues to create pain, massive shorts are coming. This is another area for your take profit. Yes, this box here, because now the symmetry of the market, so you took 125, I was showing you in the tool. Yeah, so extensions also, if you can't afford to pay liquidity tools, you can learn extensions well. And remember, 125 is, if you start to see rejections, that means a lot of short-term liquidity is taken out, and if market start to reverse. And now you took liquidity from the high of the range, you are getting back into the middle of the range, continuing to the downside. Do you think you will stop at the bottom of the range, especially these lows together? Yes, when you have a lot of liquidity and it's easy to cascade to the downside. Well, no, your target is similar symmetry to the downside, 0.25. Plus you had another pull, and this pull was this was the pull. Impulsive move to the downside, high created, and once you go down and you take out these lows, you are getting extension targets to the downside. You see people taking profit here. Okay, I also took some profit here. This was another reason. This was also the Deribit support. It was over there. Some people on options were also taking profit. So we actually got very quick scalp here as well. Where I was posting Deribit. Oh yeah, just post above. I was saying Deribit demand area starting at 43,800. Important to watch options market enters as well. They were really easy to identify these profit takers as well, and profits. I mean, yeah. So we've got help of them, but it was very local, not enough power. But you see, we stopped, yes. This is why you watch technical analysis combined with order flow, because you could do something like that. You could still bounce. So yeah, you need to take some profits off the table when you're hitting targets. Look at that pull, by the way. This extensions pull is absolutely killing it, right? Why I use just 1-to-1 and golden zone extensions? The market is speaking for itself, okay? This is absolutely fantastic. So you hit another extension target and you're looking, I mean, you bounced. Just beautiful. So targets we went over. We can go now over Friday trading, how I actually informed the group what trades we took on that falling down, so we can go a bit further. I already went over some of this, so we can just scroll down here. Yes, market, look at that. Yeah, so we were positioned like that, so we had lows close together, almost equal lows. You did very minor swing failure pattern. We call this just visual swing failure pattern. When you take out the low, but you don't create exhaustive parameters getting met, like liquidations, high volume spike, delta, and other parameters. Nothing was met. More of a visual one. So you if you think about it, you didn't stop much people. Yeah, they put stop losses further, not just like super tight behind the lows. Okay. Now actually you had another swing failure pattern just from the red zone. This was visual one, and after that you go for the liquidity. So it was almost like certain we will take out these lows here. It was market's target. So you are very careful when you see something like this. So you have low, you are approaching this low. You want to long before you take out these lows. Very, very, very bad idea. Equal lows, big no. Equal highs, big no to trade before they are taken out. Yes, you see, we did another swing failure pattern, more visual one. With order books, I actually took this one. It was just quick one. We reached the daily VWAP. I took profit. Visual swing failure patterns are okay to find. Why we actually bounced, I was explaining to our traders here. You see recently, as we are moving down, the delta was heading heavily down. A lot of people were actually shorting here. And you see once market took the low, and those traders who were getting in shorts, with this, you can see them in delta over here. They saw we did just swing failure pattern. We didn't take liquidity lower. They were expecting probably a much lower move. They closed our position. They closed position. Open interest was going down, which was providing fuel for my scalp long. Okay. So that was it. But in the end, we resumed to the downside. The moves to the downside. This is a good example, by the way, why technical analysis cannot beat order flow. Some people like to use various stuff. I personally don't like to use much geometry. So yeah, I was showing we have the channel here, but why do we truly have the channel like that? It's because of the order books. Look at them. They're heavily stacked. And they are providing support on each lows. Here, 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 here. They are creating the channel. Without them, imagine like more empty order books. It can happen sometimes. You would get more violent moves to the downside. That's what actually happened a bit later. So what is creating channel? It's not channel itself. It's those orders in the order books. That's why you need to watch order books. Now, this was very specific situation. So we've lost that local range. We were expecting move to the downside. Oh, and very, very, like there is post here. Friday trading start. I need to mention, okay? Usually this is more like just for our traders in the group, but I will show you that new open interest post here. I was taking a lot of time to prepare this one. So basically, we already discussed a bit of this from this video. So people got trapped here. We are seeing massive push from the leverage as well. Now we saw rejection from the order flow, from the first order flow resistance zone. When you see such setup, this is textbook setup. Yes, and this is gold nugget for you. When you see such setup, you're very careful to take longs. Only possible scalps, like I did just one here. But you don't build day trades, because why? These people are still sitting trapped. When market starts to move down, like we were ranging over here, and this was not enough to push these people out of the positions. Not enough. Only partial closing was done here. Over like, I would say 40%, but most of them were long. Why only 40% closed? Because people couldn't believe we are doing ETF. They didn't understand dynamics and fundamentals. You can actually get ETF reversal, yes, on the day one when they start trading. So they can't believe they are trapped. They are waiting if market comes to them to untrap themselves. That's why I said, like, when you push further into these zones, they will need to close positions. They will give us easy peasy short, 90% win rate short. Didn't happen, but so you don't look for longs. No way with such setup. You expect continuations to the downside, and that's what happened. Like later, only thing which was missing, open interest was not declining because the shorts arrived much stronger than this open interest increase, but that's fine. But we continue to the downside. So we watch about these setups like that. Yes. Yeah, so that I needed to clear this. This was critical information. Let's zoom. Let's scroll down a bit further. So you have trap people on the top, and now you're breaking out of this more local range. They had no chance to escape, so you have a lot of pressure. What you're seeing now in the order books is the spot is layering heavy selling pressure walls. This is also giving you, like when you're in short, you are happy staying in short because you see you are getting help. Tens of millions are added to the order books, pushing price down. We can see them actually on Binance. Binance is still the king. Binance is the massive king. He's over 20% of the global volume. Maybe this will change in the future with ETFs, but for now Binance controls everything. You're losing this range. Look here, nobody is longing, though. Like smart capital is very careful to long when they see such behaviors. Yeah, and these were not small walls. Look at that. 500 bitcoins. That's like 40 million ordered. You have trap people from top. You have sentiment getting destroyed from ETF fail. Like people expected a higher price. Now we go lower. So and you have like who was gonna very low chance you bridge these walls. So they look what happened. They were guiding price lower. Now we find stabilization. We said already in the earlier video why. But you are very careful. You literally can't trade without order books. Sorry you should be. Yeah, I know people who don't want to think order books are bad, but this is showing you crazy info. Like if you would be long, you would be destroyed going against such big orders. This is, by the way, change of character. If you go to 1 hour time frame, since ETF, we go like that. We had similar, like over here, for example, we had like 100 million orders. A lot of spot orders were guiding price higher, and now we changed character. We had guiding walls to the downside. Yes, so this is changing character as well, and we are very careful to long such that I was enjoying shorts. Yes, look at that, such pressure. Even scalps can be taken with this, but you need to be really careful. There are some certain strategies for that. I was telling members, if you want to do that, you need to place stop loss behind the walls, not within them, and panic very fast. And open interest was increasing on the move to the downside. Let's go to here. So we are moving out of this smaller range. Now we get heavily down, and open interest is increasing. So perpetual markets are getting into heavy, big shorts, and spot market was protecting them. And that's very bad combo to beat. Like when both markets are coming together. This was maybe just one entity, but they had billions to short the market. They were protecting themselves in the spot market, in the perpetual market with the walls, getting in very aggressively. So yes, you see, you can't fight such flows. In the end, they took profit here. Yes, in this region. When we moved down, they were outscaling already, so a lot of people took profit. Okay, so very, very clever strategy. They made, with such positions, they made tens of, some millions, definitely. Okay, further down. Yes, we were just discussing such stuff, and you see that this is also a big problem. You are dropping down, and perpetual like funding rate is going up, so that's very bearish, and it's showing you possibility of further downsides. Yes, people were longing the dip, but they were too early. It was just local pullback. And I was trading also as soon as we dropped. This was another prepared trade area. I was taking scalp here, very easy 1% plus move, and then the focus was also when we take out this swing failure pattern. This was actually our final low here. So trade area should be even a bit wider, but swing failure pattern of this low was also very important. Yeah, you see here, because you go into the low volume, not the buying tail, but you still did the swing failure pattern. So that was really cool. And also, as we were dropping down, one more thing, we will find it. Yes, over here. So member was asking, Remember, I was asking when the price was actually pretty high. I said predicting price is not like we will go up and down. It's fluid and change with order flow data, signs of weakness or signs of strength. Currently, if we continue to lose key levels, we will aim for key IMT support. So I was over here, happily in short, trade area for our group and for myself, and I was already targeting much lower, yeah. And we actually reached that point easily, and we over exceeded that point as well. You see how our group is really valuable, a lot of stuff. And now, yes, so we found support locally. Now we can have a look on Bitcoin from the higher time frame and medium time frame, what we can expect from our dear Bitcoin. So first of all, on higher time frames, so let me turn on this. So this is trade area. So for me, this is the trade area for the day trade and swing. I have now 2 trades running. It's like position is pretty large. So for me, it's like two accounts combined. What I will be targeting from here, there is for now not much signs of strength. Yes, we are just finding very local range. This low is extremely critical to be taken out. So I'll be aiming for that definitely as a next target. Very simple, because this can be viewed still as a local range. Yes. And once we lose this val, now it was defended at reclaimment, but once we lose this val, we will be aiming to fill buying tail and low volume nodes of this. And there was heavy volume, so there is massive liquidity below these lows. Now when we get here, 40k, I think there will be battle for 40k. We can still do swing failure pattern from the 40,000. It's very simple. Order books are showing us 40,000. We see they keep adding demand in the 40,000. Pretty decent on the spot market, and leverage even further. I think leverage is much larger. Oh yeah, look at that defense. So much larger defending positions at 40k. So if you see a continuation down and you will see very large drop into this, is very likely you will see a non-financial advice in this video, just education and fun. You can see very big wick and then bounce, but yes, there will be battle for 40k, because if 40k is lost, yes, if you lose 40k truly, it means you are losing this top of the range, and you will do what? You will go to friendly revisit of the previous range. Yes, so you are leaving good friend here. Now it's time to revisit another friend here. And by the way, for the swing trade, if you lose 40k, and this is level by level trading, when you see continuous signs of strength or weakness, if you lose 40k, I will be aiming definitely for 37,600 to 37k. I mean, this whole area is gonna be another big target for me, and there is potential to give us large bounce. Bitcoin, Bitcoin is in the higher time frame reversal, especially as we took out this low here. You see, this is change of, look at that. So we are still higher lows like that. Now you are changing 1 hour time frame market structure. This is medium time frame for me, is significant. They changed, taken out, so you are negating uptrend now. Your still is still now change of character, but once we take out this low here, we do like that, it's a confirmed 1 hour time frame change. If you don't see swing failure pattern, because if you do swing failure pattern here, you can still do range for longer here, yes, but it's going to be confirmed 1 hour time frame change, and we can aim for much lower targets. Okay, so for me, it's definitely this range is naked. 21 day point of control is now naked composite with this VAH, very good region for take profit, and very good region to take day trade longs, to look for day trade longs from this area. So definitely it's going to be very big target for me. Plus, we mentioned, we were discussing this, you remember, in this area, you have, let's go to our template, 1 hour time frame. The leverage was extremely involved in this push up. So yeah, it's very likely you will punish them. They will be closing and they will push us directly into the support from this range. That's how I envision. That's why I visualize future price action over there. So definitely that. And if we start losing this, we'll go over other scenarios. And then we also had very big push from this region. So in the end, the max pain scenario for Bitcoin is definitely take out those lows as well in the future if we continue. And now you have so many higher lows together, so it's building very big liquidity. So if you come to here, it's very unlikely you just stop here and you do picnic and you do nothing. Yeah, it's gonna be violent battle here, and you just boom, you take all these people out. Yeah. So this is another reason like that. I think I can delete all this stuff. Maybe I will be turning off. We can now just discuss just technical analysis, just some ideas I have. So I already showed you major support. Let me clean what I don't need here. So this was already discussed. Targets done. Trade area. Beauty to the dollar. Horizontal. This mouse major swing for a pattern gone. Delete. Anchor VWAP. I can show you anchor VWAP dynamics because some of them, yeah, which is also like warning you very much. They were useful on Friday trading as well. So in the strong uptrends or downtrends, you are holding anchor VWAPs because they are collecting volume. They are your moving point of control. So since the big event or the 40K when we actually went long, I made an anchor VWAP from the low, and look at that. So every single retest, we went to the area, reclaimed, bounced. Now was still a bit choppy. It was gathering volume, so there were some heavy wicks on the retest, but now you gather a lot of volume, and now it start to act even better as better resist, better support. So another retest. We can hide this one because this anchor VWAP is actually the most important one. This is the from the key lows, yes. Holding. Very close to it, holding, very retest, holding. Legendary anchor VWAP. Gave me so many trades as a key confluence for me. Now what happened? Why you see such a breakdown here and people got so bearish? You lost that anchor VWAP, which is measuring all the people who were anticipating ETF longs. Now it's very big resistance for us, this anchor VWAP, yeah, on the retest. And it's switching a bias. Finally lost, and you went further, yes, so there was no weak. It was continuous selling. It was warning you for the downside possible. We can delete it now. We'll be recharting anyway tomorrow. This was very like aggressive anchor VWAP from the recent impulse, got very choppy. Just was useful for the bias. As soon as when you were trading above, it was more bullish. Lose it, market, when you lost it, that was more bearish, and then it was more choppy. We can delete. And this was measuring a bit deeper impulse. Nice retest. They give you high win rate trade on the first touch. You know that already. Okay, we can delete everything. And now I just want to go over the folders, and we will be sealing the video. It's already very long. Market structure local. So market structures, absolutely basic fundamental to learn for any asset in the world, not just Bitcoin. These two are critical because we topped out after a move from 33K. This was the temporary top at 44K. So those become very important. You can see even when we are pushing on the new highs, it still was acting as a support. This one now it was finally lost, which was warning sign for you. Okay. Now you had another one. This was also like very, very small stop. It was just for scalp, then we continued to the downside. Now we had less retest, so more of a naked one. It's holding now, just beautiful. And now after we lose this market structure, we'll be aiming for the bottom one. So we will be looking for, as I said, be looking for swing failure pattern, or you will not do swing failure pattern. You do like bounce like that, but this is not ideal. But if you plan for swing failure pattern, you definitely want to see taking out these lows and liquidity. Move like that, reclaim. You either do small range and bounce, or you just do V-shape recovery without small range. But you definitely will be watching this market structure. So that's very like more locally. And if we go to 1 hour time frame, now I have prepared. You see there is not much market structures in this area. This is inefficiency pump. We know people in the leverage long heavily. You will let it play it out. These regions I don't plan to engage much. I will be engaging in the lower areas. You actually have the 30. We can actually like do pit stop here because we have CME gap close. Let me have a look. So we go over here, CME gap. So we need BTC1. Will show me how it looks. Yes. We need to go here because there I have the markings, BTC1. After you close CME gap, we can see another support area. So yes, we can watch, but it's not main support. Okay, so you'll be watching and how it goes. Now the contracts rolled over. Previously it was 39,200. Now it's 39,900. So it changed the level, but you still, when you hit it, this doesn't matter. You will hit it on a BTC1 CME, and then we'll watch where we'll be on the price on perpetuals. Yeah, these will be future market structures. We will be watching to trade. From AMT, we already said this is the main support area. If it's not holding, we still will be watching to trade this point of control and value of the range. You lose this range, you lose these lows. You go for the liquidity of this range, or you will start feeling inefficiency. The maximum pain scenario before halving and the maximum pain scenario I see Bitcoin like dropping down to is actually also to take out all this inefficiency and then holding 30k. 30k holding. So yeah, this is the max pain I will be envisioning if we lose here. But yeah, to get there you can give such target when you are here. It's much harder to predict. The longer in the future, it's much harder to predict. I'm much better from this place and giving you like that. Okay. But it's not much support. If you lose this low, it's not much support. Here is low volume node. All these people who were buying here heavily, me included, they will be put in danger. I already, of course, took profit, but some of them holding, so they will be put in danger, and we can easily take out these lows. So be careful with that. You see, I'm watching the high volume nodes along with point of control. Sometimes you don't bounce directly. Same thing which happened here. It was no bounce from the point of control directly, but from the high volume node. So you need to watch that. Key anchor VWAPs. These are from medium to higher time frames. So you see your bias is now more to the downside because you trade below the key 5 weeks anchor VWAP, which is collecting volume from all our range here. This can be deleted. I mean hidden. You see, each time we reclaimed it properly, it led to the nice moves to the upside. So you'll be watching that definitely. Now this is from pretty big low. It held us actually one more time. Look at that. So if after retest of that, and I saw the very big overlap wick over the anchor VWAP, it's telling me it's possible we'll do same overlap here, or maybe my pull can be. No, my pull is not wrong. Because sometimes you can readjust, sometimes the key high is also, this is better acting. So I always watch anchor VWAPs from the key lows and highs when it's getting major reversals, major impulses coming out of it. So I definitely watch like that. But you also can watch from the highs, same like here. I'm watching from the high, so this is giving you clearer reaction. It's telling me it's possible market is reacting. I'm watching this one more closely. We'll keep that. And then we have another, so when this is why 40k is gonna be a big battle, because we have volume collecting from the 33k. So remember, from the ETF pricing in, market was pricing in heavily from this point. So it can be defended, so you definitely watch that. And if you lose this, it is going to be very bearish sign for you, because you will be losing this moving point of control of all these people longing here. So careful, there will be battle. And once lost, this sign of weakness for me. Okay. And then we have probably each of these anchor VWAPs will give us scalp at least. So then we have a much longer anchor VWAP. So from here, very close together. So another support node here. For our order block, right, impossible swing failure pattern from these two lows. They are super juicy. I would say it's matter of time we will take them, because look at that. So this low was here and this was low. This is like two equal lows together, massive liquidity below them. Yeah, so you have order block which might help us to create swing failure pattern. But it's not in ideal place. The main order, like the strongest order blocks, are always in the bottoms of the ranges, and after you change market structure. So for example, these order blocks are really useful, and these order blocks as well. Extensions. What is this extension? Oh, this one is not valid. I'll be recharting some stuff. So yeah, this is still set up. This is still set up, prepared for the. If we lose this range, then I will be looking to find support at 32,200 and then bounce. This is still fine. Key local levels. A lot of key levels from this previous range. Trap traders. We have a lot of trap traders here. This was already traded. 4 hour time frame, as we are moving to higher time frames. Ultimately, if Bitcoin takes out this range, then we'll be looking for like massive supports from these anchor view ups, which are measuring volume from some 2023 year and even further. The most important one is this one. It's 2023 anchor view up. It's currently at 30,000. Long term, Bitcoin will very likely find support. This is just, temporary. I mean, few weeks or I would say a few weeks pullback, and this, like first quarter. Remember, first quarter before halving, Bitcoin usually experiences pullbacks. With nothing special in terms of statistics. Nothing special. Long-term market structures. Nakely point of controls. A lot of juice. This is the juicy region, as I was mentioning you from empty. You see, like that. VA local. Yes, this is the main region you will be looking for new. If you lose 40k for the new day trades and swing trades, and for major take profit on your longs. Monthly and weekly naked point of control areas together. How are key market structures doing? Key market structure levels. Yes, this was like very textbook. Here is our liquidity profiles. We can see them in our tools, but you see where is the maximum pain at the moment. We destroyed. Look here, we destroyed major liquidity. This was liquidity, by the way, more than 1 year old, and it was taken out and reversed. Not just this so old, it's not just the local one we were taking, but also the so ancient liquidity. So now what's the max pain? Max pain is over here. These nodes here, and further down we'll be watching those as well. Geometry I don't like to watch as much, but no acceptance into the channel yet. Market structure and these are long-term anchor jobs, yeah. These are much longer, yeah. But if we find, by the way, support in these anchor jobs, this is going to be major sign of strength and very healthy for the push up. So I will be watching these regions. I don't want to see them like we start to trade below them. It's not going to be a good sign for the Bitcoin. So definitely watching. We discussed this already. After we take out this high, there is not much resistance actually above us. We can easily go to 50,000 is a big psychological, or the books are already like 500 million is there in selling pressure, but above this, you have low volume node on the local. You can easily move to take out this high, this 52k high, and then rotate the, look at that range, 4th of January is massive range here. Fuck, so yes, they'll be watching that. And on the way to the downside, we don't focus on trading a old volume, low volume nodes, just it's like lower confluence. This high volume node is still holding us from the previous 5-month range, but I'm more watching if we are able to stay in this range, because you see we rejected from, we stayed above this range, but we are now accepted into this range. So I'm looking to, like, when you rotate into the 37,600, and 37,600, 38 to 37,500, I was showing you already multiple confluence there. So it's very likely we actually find stability here and do bounce, because you market, like, bulls definitely want to stay and protect to be into this range. Because if you do something like this, so you do go down, and you start trading this range here, it's going to be pretty bullish, because you will create very strong structure, and market is telling you is happy to be accepted and welcome in this range. So definitely watch that. And here are the goodies. So these market structures are on my chart for over 2 years. They were serving as main confluence for me in my shorts and in my longs. You can see when I have a main chart, I have them overlay, yes, like that. Look at that, how many rejections, and you can see that also here. So nothing special is happening. Bitcoin is just doing the stairs from reacting from previous, like 2 or 1 year old supply and demand zones. Now we've rejected from this one. Next one is just above. We also lost this one, so we will be watching if on the pullback it's going to become resistance as it happened in the past, and we can find further moves to the downside. And below us, we already, like, look at that kiss. Did we kiss? Yeah, we actually just started the long-term market structure keys, and we found the support. So yet again, I was showing you local one. So you have the local one here, I just showed you, but you also have long-term one. So you have double confluence. So you have, again, if you do swing failure pattern, you want to see nice stability in this zone and then bounce if you start to see rejection, but there is more likely you will create range in this. Okay. This is higher time frame Fibonacci. Oh yeah, and let's not forget our trade setup. Our short was also based on the all-time high Fibonacci. If we go to 1-day time frame, it's very clear market is running. I would say market is on the higher time frame running out of resistance. Because if you breach golden zone on the such time frame, it's very likely you just move to 0.86. Yes, so yeah. And each Fibonacci actually gave us trade, like we started to see pullbacks. When you go zoom in, this is 1-day time frame, but on small time frame you would see reaction. So it's no surprise we are seeing reaction here. It was a very good confluence for us. Naked yearly. Oh, we go to. So what is sign of strength? Just from very high time frame this year is to stay and trade above 46,195. So did we actually get the trade from this? I think we get the trade as scalpers, right? Yeah, there was front run. I think it was a bit hit on, but there was front running. It's very high time frame. So, but now on daily time frame, or we can go to 12-month time frame. I will be changing this to market structure yearly. And I want to see market trading about this. Yeah. So we can attack the all-time high in the end. Okay, so I think just wanted to show you so you know what is the key support to the downside. For the upside, I will not be commenting because I need to rechart every single Monday. I'm doing major charting, updating all my folders, so I need to prepare resistance areas. I need to see where are the trap traders. Yes, and I already know, of course, some of it, but I will be doing some recharting. So yeah, maybe next video will be coming from me next week about this, maybe Tuesday or Monday. We'll see how time it goes. If it's very busy for my trading, then my time, I updated the group directly, and That's about it. Yeah, I'm a busy person. If there is slower market, then I will do video. It's no problem. So I hope this video was useful. I just wanted to show you my views on the Bitcoin. It's also, you see the benefit to be in the group. I'm not wrong a lot of times. So learning from me, I think you can do your trading much easier, and then you can do it on your own in the end. Because in our group, we are teaching you how to catch the fish, not to wait for the fish. All these, the signal groups, if you see someone giving you the signals, static signal, I consider them already not real traders and scammy. Because how can you give someone signal like price comes here and you will be shorting with stop loss over here? How can you do that? You need to actually wait for the price to come to this place, analyze the order flow, analyze everything what is needed here, order books, Exocharts, Tradinglite, TRDR, everything needs to be analyzed. So you can decide if you actually want to take the trigger or not. So static signal groups, they are ancient, not stone age, not working thing. You need to really learn and understand trading on all layers. Okay. And what you learn on Bitcoin, okay, we are focused on Bitcoin. I trade altcoins, Ethereum, I have altcoins occasionally as well. But the exhaustive price action, for example, these principles are extremely, they can be taken on any altcoin, and and you can make decent money with it. Yes, consistent. It's all about consistency. So if you are hesitating and you found this video, just join our group and give it a try, and you will not regret it. It will change your life. Okay, traders, thank you for watching. I will see you in the group, and the new video is coming. I'm working on it. Top 10 free tools, because not all people can afford professional tools we are using for our trading. So I will be showing you things which can replace it. They are not so great as paid tools, but they will do fine until you can pay for the tools. Thank you for watching, guys, and bye.